Welcome back to Alive Wellness. My name is Emma. I'm your Pilates instructor, and today I'm going to be taking you through a morning Pilates flow. I want you to feel really strong from the inside out. I want that posture to be set up for the day, the body to feel nice and open and energized. You don't need any equipment, just a mat, even just a soft carpet, and we will get straight into it, guys. So we're gonna start over on our hands and knees today, and I just wanna take a little bit of a warm up through the spine. So placing your hands underneath your shoulders, let's have those toes untucked. I want you to really slowly allow the ribs to drop down to the mat. At the same time, we begin to arch through our back. We look up towards the ceiling here. And then I want you to send the ribs up towards the ceiling as we begin to curve the spine, dropping the head down, taking a release into the neck. So we're going to take a nice long inhale to look up and a long exhale to look down, really releasing the head. Now as you move through here, I want you to really bring your focus to your spine. It's often really stiff when we wake up in the morning. So we want to create some space between the vertebrae. We want to allow it to move with ease as we warm up. Let's take one more in either direction. Then we're going to come to that point in the middle here, where we're nice and even with our weight between the hands and the knees. Now you're going to send your hips back till they reach your heels. So I want you to allow them to drop down. Reach your arms as far forward as you can, then fold over your legs, release your head onto the ground. We're going to take some spinal flows now. So you're going to press your weight into your hands. I want you to take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, we're going to shift our weight all the way to the hands as we roll up through that cat stretch. We're then going to allow the hips to drop down to our mat as we take an inhale. Roll those shoulders back, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sink back into that child's pose. And inhale to reset here. We take two more here. In your own time, that exhale allows you to shift your weight forwards. The inhale allows you to open up through the chest, be wide through those collarbones. And your exhale sends the hips back to the heels. Your inhale allows you to reset. Let's take one more round here. Allow the breath to be quite percussive as you move. It's going to allow the muscles to wake up for the day, to be really active here and energized here. Good. We're going to flip straight over now onto our backs. We're going to begin to warm up the core. So let's place the feet into the mat. Let's bring our hands straight away behind the head. Now I want your elbows out wide. We're going to focus now on engaging into those deep core muscles. So starting from your lower abs, I want you to switch them on as you begin to squeeze there. Then you're going to gently float your head off the mat. We're going to look towards our stomach as we take a crunch up. Then you're going to slowly release out of that with that control. So we use our exhale to crunch up. We use our inhale to release back down. Make sure your head stays heavy into the hands. Focus on the stomach doing the work now. So for the next few minutes as we work through the core, I want you to really focus on activating those deep abs. So we want to make sure those deep abs are active so that they can support our spine throughout our day. They can allow us to keep that lovely posture, to take pressure off our hips, our lower back, so we can feel strong and open as we move through the day. Breathe out to lift up. Breathe in to lower. Try to keep that percussive breath. We're going to be building onto our movements here. So let's take one more like this. Now on your next one, we're adding some pulses. So you're going to take your crunch up. You're going to give me 3 little pulses at the top of that crunch, then release down. Now I want you to use that exhale up and then breathe out for 3, 2, 1 pulse and in as you go down. Really allow those ribs to fill up, the oxygen to be in the body. Big inhale down. Good. Let's take a few more here with those pulses. Now, always important to start with those lower abs so that the inner abs can actually activate. We're pulling up through that pelvic floor. We want to work through a safe practice, especially as we add those pulses in. Let's take 2 more rounds here. Beautiful. Last one. Release down. Bring your hands straight away down by your side. Now your head's going to stay released into your mat here. I want you to just check in quickly with your hips. They need to be nice and level. Now we shouldn't be flattening our lower back and tucking that pelvis, and we shouldn't be arching it either. I want you to just allow your pelvis to be really heavy into the mat. The hips stay level, the core activates. Without moving your spine, you're floating your feet in to your tabletop. Now knees over hips, shins parallel to the mat. Again, don't let that pelvis tilt away or towards you here. Keeping it still, you're going to tap your right toes down to the mat. Float them back into tabletop. Other side, we tap and lift. Now we're focusing again on those inner abs, but I also want you to really focus on that pelvic stability. So you want to hold those hips still as you move. Really tighten up into that deep core so that if you're going to sit at your desk all day, you are strong through there. You are taking the pressure off your hip flexors, the pressure off your lower back. We're bringing it inside so that you can support yourself as you sit down at your desk all day. Exhale to tap, inhale to lift. Try to keep your head released. Keep those collarbones nice and wide. Keep your chest open here. Do not move that lower back. Notice you should have a tiny little gap the whole time between your sacrum, your lower back, and the mat. Don't flatten it. Don't arch it. Hold it there. We're going to take 3 more of these taps. We go for 2. On that next one, I want you to keep those legs in tabletop as they are. Reach your arms now up towards the ceiling. We're going to do the same movement with the legs, but this time I want you to reach the opposite arm overhead, send it away from you as it lowers to the ground, then draw everything back in. We alternate sides, extend out, draw it in, keeping that neutral spine through your back. So again, as I said before, we do not flatten, we do not arch that lower back. Hold your hips level. Exhale away, inhale to reset. Use that full breath. Think mind to muscle. That core should be working here. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. We're going to take one last one. Now I want you to pause. Hold it, stay in that reset position. From here, you're going to reach through those fingertips. We're going to come up for a crunch. Look to your belly. Now, I want you to hug your right knee into your chest. Send your left leg out long. Don't let it touch the ground. It stays hovering. We pause there, and then we switch. And switch. And switch. So you're bending one knee in, extending the other leg out. Staying up in your crunch. Beautiful. Really feel that link through the legs. Now we're going to be making this movement slightly more percussive here. So I want you to switch the legs just slightly faster and then bring the hands behind the head now. So support the head, take the arms away from the movement. Continue to move through those legs, switching one, then the other. Remember, we work our own pace here. If you need to slow it down, slow it down. Now this might be enough for you today. If you want a little challenge here, you're going to bring the opposite elbow towards that bent knee. We're going to take a little twist in the body, a little rotation here. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Lengthen one leg, bend the other. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Just one more. And release. Hug your knees to your chest. I want you to just gently rock side to side. Release any tension here through that lower back. The core should be active here. We're going to move into a little bit of work through the glutes. So I want you to start by rolling onto your left side. Now you want to be released on your left arm. Option here, if you need, place a pillow so that you can have the head slightly more supported. If it is comfortable, however, just lay it onto that left arm. Your knees are bent, they're at the front of the mat. Your hips and heels are in line with each other at the back. Now releasing the head down, you're going to grab your top hip. You're going to press it away from you. That's going to activate into that core that we have just warmed up. From here, we're focusing on that right glute. We want it to be working. We're going to start by opening that right knee into a clam and then lowering back down. So squeeze that glute, float up, gently release down. Really, really important as we move throughout our day to have our glutes switched on. This is going to help that pelvic stability. It's going to take that pressure off your hip flexors. It's going to allow those glutes to stay active as you sit at your desk all day. Really supporting that lower back, allowing you to move easier, to move with more function. Keep that core engaged, the whole body is working here. We're going to be building through a little series here to warm up those glutes, to activate them up. So we're going for 3 more clams. Then we're going to make this movement slightly bigger. So after that next clam, I then want you to float the whole leg up and then lower it down. So now that range is bigger. We're floating up, releasing down. Now, as you lower the leg down, zip up through that core, activate those abs. Exhale up, inhale down. Make sure you are always focusing on the breath. We're going to bring the breath into the movement so that we can again wake it up for our day. Allow it to flow through the body. Allow it to move with ease and move with our movements. Two more like this, and again we're going to build. On that next one, hold your leg up. I want you to tuck your knee all the way in towards your chest now, then extend that leg out long. Tuck in, extend out. Now again, as we want to move for function here, this is a really great one. It's bringing a little bit of mobility into your hip, allowing it to bend and extend. Again, warming it up, stretching it out for the day. Inhale as you tuck, exhale as you extend. Notice if your core has stopped being active. If it has, switch it on, pull it up, activate it here, allow it to continue to support the body. We go for 4 more like this. We go for 3, 2. Let's take just one more here. You're going to hold your leg out long. Just check it's in line with you. It's directly down to the bottom of your mat. Continuing to engage the body. We tap that foot down, then we float the leg up. The glute initiates. So squeeze that glute, float the leg up. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep that leg nice and lengthened here. Do not bend that leg. So we want to send it away from us. We're always trying to grow longer muscles, leaner muscles. Let's take 3 more. We go for 2. Now on that next one, you're going to hold your leg up and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7. It's a tiny micro movement that we're activating through the glute for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Lower that leg, tap out that hip if you need, just make sure it is released. Before we do our second side, we're running through 1 round of bridges here. So on your back again, I want you to plant the feet into the mat. Have your feet quite close towards your sit bones. Now I want the hands by your side. We're going to gently press our hands into the mat to protect our spine. We're going to send the hips straight up into a bridge. So press your weight down through your heels, lift the hips up. Now you're going to lower the hips down until they hover off your mat. Then float back up. Lower down to hover. Gently lift back up. Now each time you lift up, squeeze those glutes. Press the heels down to help activate there. Keep your head released, keep your neck lengthened. Now, even though we are working the glutes here, we are also finding mobility through the hips. Those hip flexors again are lengthening and bending as we move. So we're bringing that stretch into it. We're allowing them to move through a stretch to help us with our function through our day, to help us bend easier, walk easier. Good, just 2 more like this. Because on that next one, I want you to stay in your bridge, hold it. Now from here, we're gonna work a little bit of stability through the ankle. So you're gonna float your heels up off the mat and then lower the heels down. Keep your hips up. We work through the foot. You are rolling through the foot. Now you wanna feel the weight evenly placed between your feet. And you want to feel the strength and support through your ankles. Really important to have strong ankles here. It's going to help us or stop us from falling over, help us as we walk, as we stand. It actually supports the whole body from the ground up. Let's go for 3 more. We go for 2. Now on your next one, we're going to stay up. Keep your heels lifted. Lift the hips up a tiny bit higher and then pulse through those hips, squeezing those glutes. Tiny movement here. Feel the strength from your foot all the way up the leg to those glutes for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Roll down through your spine. Bring your feet out nice and wide, and let's just drop our knees side to side. So releasing through that lower back, allowing the hips to open, taking any tension or unwanted tension away from the body. Beautiful. We're going to take it into our second side for that side line. So I want you on your right arm this time. Flipping over on your mat. Let's extend our right arm out long. Remember, if you need a pillow to support the head, place a pillow on your arm here. Allow the head to release. Knees at the front of your mat, hips and heels at the back in line. Activate that core. Send that top hip away. Feel strong. We activate through that left glute. We float the knee up. Gently release the knee down. Squeezing deep into that abductor, the side of the glute. Now with Pilates, we are always trying to work through those inner muscles, those deep supporting muscles, the ones that support the pelvis, the back, the whole spine, our posture, that open us up, that keep us working good and moving good forever. So important to really know what muscles you're working as you work them so you can feel them working inside you. We go for 2 more here. And then still initiating from that left glute, we're now going to float the foot up as well. We take the movement into a bigger range of motion. Exhale up, inhale down. Squeezing deep into that side. Notice if that core switches off and we begin to collapse through the body. We don't want to be doing that. We want to be pressing that top hip away, squeezing the abs so that you can work through your neutral plane. Breathe out to come up. Breathe in to lower. Good, 2 more like this. Then we're going to take it into that more functional movement. On your next one, we're going to tuck that knee into our chest. Send that leg out long. It's at hip height. It's down to the bottom of the mat. Tuck in with your inhale. Extend with your exhale. Make sure you are not collapsing through the body. Glide that leg. Keep it nice and easy here. Really send your energy out through those toes. We go 2 more. Now I want you to extend that leg out long, hold it there. You're going to tap it straight down to the ground and then float it up. Initiate deep in that glute. Squeeze before you float the leg up. Lovely work. Let's take 2 more here to finish. We're going to hold it up on that next one. Let's stay and take 10 little pulses. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release that leg down. Massage that glute if you need to. We are going to come up onto our glutes now. I want you to open the feet out nice and wide, and then just gently drop the knees side to side. Just like when we were lying down, I want you to open up those hips. Release the spine. Nice and easy here. We're going to take one last stretch. I want you to flip back onto your hands and knees how we started. Now you're going to send your left arm underneath the body. If you need to place a pillow under your left shoulder, you can. Otherwise, if you can drop it all the way down, I want it to release onto something. Allow the head to release as well. We're going to open that right arm up to the ceiling and take a nice big twist here. Reach through your fingertips. Rotate the whole chest open. Breathe into this. We're stretching through that thoracic spine, the upper back, opening up through the chest, opening up through our posture. Twisting the spine, feeling that thoracic mobility. We hold it for 2, 1, and release. Straight to that second side. Drop that right arm under, send it away from you. Allow your shoulder to drop down onto the mat or a pillow. Twist, look to the ceiling, extend your left arm up. Breathe deep into your stretch. We hold it for 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's come back onto our hands and knees. Let's just send our hips onto our heels. Maybe you need to place a pillow on top of your heels here. Find a nice comfortable seated position. Wherever you are, I want you to just roll those shoulders up, back and down. Take some nice deep breaths here. One more shoulder roll. Now we're going to take a nice energizing breath to finish. So big inhale, reach your arms up. Fill that body with oxygen. Let's hold the breath at the top. Really expand through the body. And then big exhale out. Release the tension from your body. Allow the head to stack on your spine. Feel that strength in the core. And hopefully you feel really set up for your day, nice and energized. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. If you like this video, watch this space. I'm going to be releasing an evening routine as well. That's a little bit slower, a bit more of a wind down before bed. But otherwise, thank you for practicing me. Please like, subscribe, comment. It helps us so much so we can keep giving you guys these videos. But thank you and have a lovely rest of your week.